Guys, as some of you guys already know, our goal is to make videos about anything and everything about Japan, and as long as it's mildly interesting to somebody, we figure it's worth making. Whether it's going to be popular or unpopular, we don't really care, because that's not part of the goal. So, but having said that, usually we've got a bit of an idea. Sometimes when we shoot something, as we're actually taking the video, it's like, oh yeah, they're going to love this, you know, or some topics it's like, oh yeah, some people are going to hate this, but got to do it. So usually we've got a bit of an idea what's going to be popular and unpopular, but we don't really care. We make the video anyway. But now and again we are surprised. Now and again we'll make a video and it's more popular than we thought, or now and again we'll make one that we just don't think, you know, is going to be. So an example is the myth videos. We know some people appreciate the myth busting videos, you know, showing you the myths. Here's the myth and here's the reality, and you know, the myth's not true. And some people appreciate them because it gives you an idea of what the reality is. However, some people really, really hate them. And without doubt, any time that we post a myth-busting video, it gets a whole heap of dislikes, and now and again we lose subscribers as well. Because they just, for some reason, some people hate those videos. They don't like it to be pointed out that these things that perhaps they already believed were not true. For some reason, you know, maybe that it sort of spoils their delusions about Japan or their images of Japan or whatever. But anyway, we're going to keep making those, right? The one that caused the biggest dramas recently was the one talking about the new Japanese Prime Minister and the new government's policies and how they're likely to affect foreigners as far as our visas and things. If you haven't seen that video yet, check that out. Now, all that video really was just itemizing what the government has said they're going to do, and then making observations about how that's likely to affect us, right? Which, since that video was released, it seems we're pretty much on the money about what they're going to do and about how it's going to affect us. So it was all just pointing out the facts and the, you know, what's happening. And some people hated it. We got tons of dislikes on the video and lots of unsubscribers. More people unsubscribed last month to the channel than subscribed because of that video. We can actually see in the YouTube statistics, it shows you the subscribers going up and down. And the day that video was released and the next day, just lost loads of subscribers. They just didn't want to hear it. Didn't want to hear it. And again, as we've said previously, if we report something that they don't like, disliking us is not going to change the reality. You know, if that thing exists, disliking us is not going to make that thing cease to exist, right? So it's a funny reaction. More of a problem than the dislikes and the losing subscribers, which, you know, it's not really part of our goal. So if that happens, it's, you know, not to worry, sort of thing. However, what does matter, the reason that our number of views and our number of subscribers doesn't really matter to us is because of our Patreon and PayPal and Coffee supporters, because those guys basically make us independent. So we don't have to do clickbait. We don't have to do videos to get thousands of views to try and make a couple of dollars from YouTube. Our videos usually make about 30 or 40 cents. Each video on YouTube makes about 30 or 40 cents from YouTube. So, you know, the only way to increase that income is to do videos that'll be popular, that get thousands of views. And incidentally, whenever I make one of these videos talking about this topic, you always get some people to say, oh, you should make videos like Tokyo Billy. Tokyo Billy makes really popular videos. You should make videos like his, right? They're sort of missing the point. That's not our goal. Our goal is not to make popular videos or to have loads of subscribers and all that rest of that stuff. Our goal is to make videos about anything and everything about Japan. And fortunately, we have had over the years, and continue to have, some people who want us to continue to do that. They like the videos that just show you what it is, and we aren't focused on being popular or making videos that'll be popular or telling you things that'll be popular. I mean, you know, when you're considering that when you make videos, it's going to influence what kind of videos you make, doesn't it? Which is why we don't want to do that. We just want to show you anything and everything about Japan. So the point is that video talking about the new government and the visas, for some reason, you know, I said in there that I understood that new Prime Minister's point of view. I said something like that I could understand her point of view. I didn't say I agreed with it. I didn't say I liked it. I said I understood it. A couple of people lost their minds about that. One guy left a comment and said, so you probably like Hitler as well, which was a bizarre comment because I never said I liked the new Prime Minister, and I certainly never said I liked Hitler, which is an amazing leap, but gives you a bit of an insight when you get an extreme comment like that. It gives you a bit of an insight into what some people's thinking is. You know, if you don't make a video criticising something negatively, you know, if I didn't make a big fuss about that new government, my thinking is there's no point complaining about it. We just need to recognise what it is, and that video was basically just giving you guys the information that we've seen so far about what they're doing and what's coming from those guys, and how we can deal with it. You know, what we can do to deal with it, because complaining about it or whinging about it or making clickbait drama videos about it isn't going to help anybody, right? So anyway, so the point of this video, the motivation for this video was really just to bounce those ideas off you. But the other thing was that we lost a couple of major patrons that same week. So not sure. I mean, now and again we'll get somebody. There's an exit survey on Patreon that people can choose to take or not to take, and sometimes they'll tell us. One guy said once, I don't like the politics of the Japan channel, which is pretty funny because we don't really talk about politics, but I think he didn't like that, you know, some of the videos are too moderate for him or something, not critical enough or something. But anyway, that's fine too. People have a right. If they don't want to support us anymore, that's fine. But what it does mean, guys, is we need more supporters. That was what motivated this video, is you know, we don't do it. So, I know I like to watch some videos on YouTube too, and some of them, you know, you can't watch a video without getting asked to join their Patreon and without being asked, click and like. Don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe and all that sort of stuff. We don't sort of do that, but we do need to fill the gap that's been left by these big patrons that have just left. So if you're not already supporting the channel and you want us to continue doing what we're doing, the way we're doing it, you know, that's the thing. We're not going to change what we do to try and increase our income, to get a few more cents from YouTube, or to be more popular, or any of those other things. We're not going to do that. So the people that do support us are usually the people, or almost always, the people who just want us to continue doing what we do the way we do it. And that's usually what they say to us. You know, that we have a lot of conversations with people on Patreon and Coffee and YouTube and our PayPal supporters. And that's usually what they say. They say, keep doing what you're doing. You know, keep doing what you're doing, because that's their... Oh, man. Jesus. This is one of the worst intersections. I actually made a video about this intersection a while ago. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's really hard to get through here. Oh yeah, he made it without dying. That's a bonus. So yeah, guys, if you don't already support the channel and you want us to continue doing what we do the way we do it, Patreon, PayPal, and Coffee are the options, and there's a link underneath every video. That's what we do. We put it underneath every video for those who want to support us. If you already do support the channel and you can afford to step it up a little bit, that'd be fantastic. You know, you can work out for yourself what our videos are worth to you. You know, if you think they're worth $1 or $2. Not this one's not worth anything, but if you think the other ones are worth $1 or $2 to you, and how many you watch a month, that'll give you a bit of an idea of what we're worth to you. So anyway, that's that. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. You know, it's always a shame when we lose subscribers and people don't like what we do, and particularly the losing patrons and the ones that financially support the channel, because that's really important, and that really hurts. That's pretty painful, but it's not going to stop us doing it the way we do it. You know, this has been the policy for 15, 16 years, that we're not about being popular or you know, all that clickbait. stuff, you know. And that's not, incidentally, I mentioned about watching stuff on video on YouTube. The sort of stuff I usually watch is usually documentary type stuff, and any sort of clickbaity guy, big head on the camera, you know, that sort of clickbaity type documentary type stuff, I'm not interested. I like the old style documentary, preferably never see the narrator, right? Just the facts and the information about, you know, whether it be history or, you know, whatever it is. Archaeology is an interesting one, but just the information and the facts presented in a reasonably intelligent way. That's what I find is interesting. And any of that, hey, what's up? You know, loud, in your face, clickbaity rubbish, you know, that, you know, there's so much stuff. Even there's some pilot stuff I watch, and there's one guy that does, I'm not going to say too much, but he does something pilot sort of related stuff, aviation stuff, and he's really, really good. But you know, there are actually books out there that tell people how to be successful YouTubers, and there's a bunch of tricks that they do, like don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share the video, and all the little tricks that they do. And it's really sad when you see a guy that's otherwise really good at what he does and very professional in what he talks about with his aviation. He's very knowledgeable and very interesting, and I really appreciate what he does. But it's a real shame when that YouTuber stuff creeps in, you know. And he started doing that, and he puts ads. He actually puts ads in the middle of his video. The video gets interrupted by ads, and I mean, I of course, I totally understand that it's good if people can earn some money from their videos to justify the time. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about today for us, is that, you know, the amount of time that I put into making videos every day, 365 days a year, you know, if I can make enough that's sort of similar, I think basic wage, minimum wage in Japan is about $10 an hour. So if I work out how many hours I'm spending a week, and look at our support and work out that I'm getting about minimum wage or a little bit less, you know, I'm happy with that. And of course, I don't begrudge anyone else trying to do that either. But you know, that YouTuber thing, the how to be a popular YouTuber thing, when that starts to creep into videos, it really spoils it for me. It really puts me off. And so when I make a video, that's why I try and avoid that stuff. Any of those tricks, any of the tricks to get views or clicks or likes or popular or any of that sort of nonsense, I try and avoid that, because to me that puts me off. And I mean, everybody's got a choice. You know, that hey, what's up, loud type video is really popular. You know, which the fact that something's popular means lots of people like it. That's fine. That's fine, but that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I want to do, and it's not what I'm going to do. So if you're happy for the videos to continue being similar to what they are already, please support the channel. Patreon, PayPal and Coffee. The links are underneath every video, including this one. Alright, thanks guys. That sort of went on a bit. There was a lot of substance in that video. More good videos coming, and some bad ones coming soon.